Are you prepared to suffer to save your son? You have 5 minutes to cut off the last section of one of your fingers in front of the camera. If you succeed, you will get your reward.
Mr. Mars, can you confirm that your son has disappeared? Do you think your son is still alive?
Do they think it's the origami killer?
But it is a possibility.
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. I'm investigating the case of the origami killer.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I suppose I like to play the guardian angel.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI. Tell me what you know.
Ethan Mars has had psychological problems since his first son died. Feels responsible for his death. After one of our usual sessions, I found this on the floor. He must have pulled him out of his pocket.
It looks like we got our origami killer.
I want you to assign every available man to finding Ethan Mars, so that if he moves, we know about it.
Is it true? Are you the killer, Ethan?
The killer is walking around free as we speak.
Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Go ahead, take a seat. Can you give me your name and your age, please?
My name is Mary Smith. I'm 24.
Have you ever taken any acting lessons, Mary?
Not really. I couldn't afford it, but I watch a lot of films and I learn so much by watching them.
Have you shot anything recently?
I've had a few bit parts, little things here and there, nothing very serious for the moment. I'm always too tall, too short, wrong hair. There's always something wrong with me.
Okay, have you learned your lines?
Yes.
Let's get started. Mark it, please.
Casting Heavy Rain, actress Mary Smith, take 1.
And action.
The first time I saw you, I knew you were the one. I thought these things only happened in the movies, you know? The pounding heart, the sweaty hands, and the shaky legs. I was coming out of the theater, and it started pouring heavy rain, so there I was, soaking wet, teeth chattering, freezing cold, and then you came up to me. You looked at me straight in the eyes and you said, "Need an umbrella, miss?" You sent me flowers for weeks and you said you'd love me forever. 3 months later, we were getting married. God, it sounds so stupid. It's such a corny romance. But real life, it never ends up being what you think it's going to be. You think it's going to be one big happy fairy tale. And then one day you wake up in an average little house, leading an average little life, and your real dreams are about paying the bills and maybe someday getting a bigger TV. And you realize that maybe that wasn't the life you were dreaming of. You realize maybe things could have been different. And maybe I actually could have lived with all of that, but then one day it all just stops. Starts with something small. A little lipstick on a collar. A few nights when you come home a bit late. At first I tell myself that I'm crazy, that you would never do such a thing. But just to ease my mind, one night I follow you as you leave the office. I follow you to the CD hotel where you meet the girl. And then my whole world falls apart. I come home and I cry for hours in my kitchen. I get the gun from the drawer in the bedroom, and I tell myself that if this is all that life has to offer me, then I can do without. But then I change my mind. After all, I'm not the one who's cheating. So, quietly, I wait for you to come home, sitting in my average little kitchen. Obviously, when you get home, you don't suspect a thing, so I press the fucking gun against your forehead and I take a few seconds to watch the fear grow in your eyes. You tell yourself, she won't do it, she doesn't have the guts, she's just trying to teach me a lesson. But you are so wrong, honey. I sentence you to death for turning my life into a soap opera cliche. For stepping on my dreams For not giving a shit about me all those years, and for lying to me, and betraying me, and humiliating me. I'm making an example out of you for all the assholes out there who think they can keep on fucking us over and over. Goodbye, my love. So, how was it?
Very nice, very nice.
You think I might stand a chance?
Someone will get in touch with you and let you know.
She wasn't too bad, huh?
Doesn't matter, she's too tall for the part. Next!
Hey, take it easy, you're gonna knock me over. So this is your big day, huh?
Am I grown up now?
10 years old, that's not exactly grown up, but you're getting there.
So could you just give me a name for the camera?
My name is Pascal Langdale.
What is the text that was given to you?
I have Norman, Jaden, and Ethan as well. Sean may be dead in a few hours. He wants to test me. He wants to punish me for Jason's death. I'm the one who should have died. I wanted to save him. I would have done anything to give my my life for his, but I couldn't. Not a day goes by that I don't see his face. Now, Sean has got nothing to do with that, nor do any of the other children. This has to stop.
You've got to hand yourself into the police.
Look, if I hand myself into the police, I lose all chances of finding Sean. They'll question me, but I won't be able to tell them anything because I don't know anything. I don't know what happened.
Ethan, you may have killed those children. You don't know what you're capable of. You must hand yourself in.
I have to save Sean at all costs. He may be a prisoner somewhere, and I'm the only one who knows where. If I have to face up to all these trials to prove to myself that I love my son, then I'll do it.
Ethan, it's crazy. You have to hand yourself in.
I'll hand myself into the police when I have found Sean. Now, don't... Promise me, you won't inform on me until I have found my son.
Recent report indicates that the police are now treating this as another kidnapping. Obviously,
Hello there,
time is running
sweetheart.
out fast for the
What can I do
investigators
for
trying
you?
to find the child.
I'd like a room.
I'm Michael Nettie for ICN.
For you? Anything.
That's for sure.
I'm 25. I've been modelling for 5 years. I didn't mean to get into modelling at all. I was scouted on the street. I was shopping with my mum. The last time I saw him, he was watching a convoy of trucks going by. I was about 50 yards away. And he suddenly turned and looked at me. Locked on my eyes. And I didn't realise what was happening straight away. I heard cries from behind me. Everyone started running in slow motion. I just remained motionless, locked on his gaze. I hadn't noticed the detonator in his hand.
Your vast experience hasn't prevented 8 victims from being murdered. Fucking asshole! Blake, if you've got a better plan, I'm willing to listen. Don't be shy. I'm all ears. Yeah, Leon Ockenden,
Can you tell me a little bit what you've done recently?
The last thing I did a thing called Richard the Lionheart for the BBC.
Corda confessed.
You beat him all night to make him talk. He would have confessed to Kennedy's assassination if you asked him. Your confession is a heap of shit. Corder is not the origami killer. He's a sick child killer, but he has nothing to do with the disappearance of Sean Mars. We have lost time for nothing, and all this time it continues to rain. According to the weather forecast, we've got less than 12 hours before we reach 7 inches of rainfall, and we haven't the remotest idea where Sean Mars is.
Excellent.
I bought 10 minutes of your time, didn't I? All I ask is that you use that time to answer some questions.
So, this is where you work?
Disappointed?
No, it's just very different from what I imagined. How do you become a private eye?
Well, I was a cop for 20 years, and one fine day my wife decided to run off with, so... You should see all the faces of the husbands when they first discover that I know that they have a mistress. It's like a little kid, their hand caught in a cookie jar. I could have tripled my salary. If I accepted everything they promised me, just to keep quiet.